Coexisting with Rob and Maggie contains explicit content and is intended for mature audiences, mainly because Maggie will drop F-bombs and I will make sexual innuendos or jokes. Also, Rob nor Maggie should be considered mature. You Had Me at Hello. That is from the 12-time Oscar award-winning film Jerry Maguire, starring Thomas Cruise and tons of other people like Renee Zellweger, Jay Moore, all kinds of fun people. But Maggie, it is Coexisting. It is Friday, December 26th, and you are sick as a dog, coughing, and we got AEW Worlds End predictions. Hopefully it's not the Maggie Ends predictions, because you're not feeling too well. And yeah, but as I start every show, Maggie, how you doing?
Thank you, sweetie, so much. Soupy's bit this week while promoting the show, he said, "Never miss the first minutes of the show because this is usually the part where Rob and I both are a bit clueless because we're getting into stuff, but what else is new? But this week you get to hear me cough a bunch.
Well,
I
that sounds fun.
promise. Yeah, I'm sorry. I promise to try and mute my mic every time I want to cough. And hopefully Rob fills in the silence with, fuckery. Like normal. Like now.
Yeah, so yeah, as you're dying on the air, don't need that.
Yes,
So
thank you. I was trying my best to stay healthy, but things just keep catching up on me, and it's been a hectic week, to say the least. I hope all of you have had a really really wonderful Christmas. um I don't know if you guys do the entire Christmas Eve dinner before Christmas Day, but it's a huge thing in Bulgaria for us specifically. Um, Please, everyone in the chat, say what you ate for Christmas or Christmas Eve or whatever. And while you're here, please leave a like on the video. This is a wrestling show, not me coughing show. Uh, Although I will be coughing a lot. Please leave a like on the video while you're here. Thank
yeah,
you
so
so much. Yeah,
I tried, but
I
you didn't
tried.
mute. So.
I didn't mute it myself. Yes, please share and subscribe to this very channel. Share it on social media. Share it with your friends. I don't have any, but you might as well do. Please sound off in the chat, everyone. Everyone here, please share your thoughts about new World's End.
Yeah, World's End taking place tomorrow, so we'll definitely be talking about that here shortly. Um, so
Oh,
looking forward to
Jesus
that.
Christ. Thank you so much, Rob. You're a sweetheart. Yes, share your excitement levels about World's End. And if you like to support us with your money, I know it's a tough time of the year for most of us. Please leave a super chat. It's the bottom of the YouTube live chat, a little dollar sign. If you're watching on any other platform, please send us a humper chat at humperchats.com. It makes us keep a little bit more of the proceeds. Uh, any amount will get your question read live on the air. Thank you so much for your wonderful, wonderful support throughout the year. Now we
All
can
right.
start.
Yeah, Maggie, what do you have for Christmas Eve dinner
For Christmas Eve dinner,
or Christmas
uh,
Day, whatever you had? You said,
oh, Christmas Day. Christmas Day, I
yeah.
had chicken and potatoes.
Hmm, okay.
Yes, and uh, then I went to sleep in hopes of waking up healthy. I didn't.
Mm,
So, And I was
Oh,
working the entire day today. Tomorrow, I'm actually working the night shift.
very nice.
Oh
Okay.
no, it's not nice
Oh,
because
okay. Not
I
nice. My
work
bad.
I work the day shift after that.
Oh, cool. So you're gonna stay at the bar overnight?
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep in the bar for like a couple of hours and then just open up.
Hmm. All right. Well, there you go. So yeah, well, Maggie's gonna be working, and hopefully she's alive to do another show sometime after this one. But yeah, well, Maggie, I know you're not feeling well, so we're just gonna get into it. We don't have much really to talk about. Wrestling's been kind of boring. We have AEW Worlds End predictions to do, and we'll probably do a SmackDown preview. Other than that, that's about it because there's nothing really else to talk about, in my opinion. So there you go.
Um, we can discuss Austin Theory if you want.
I don't really give a damn about him. So
Well, I know I don't either, but like it's been a talking point, and I know like people have been, but like
okay,
we'll get to it later.
that's
Let's
fine.
talk about
Sure.
AEW.
I think my thing was everybody knew it was Austin Theory, so I didn't really think there was much to talk about it anyway. So that was just my opinion. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into it. AEW Worlds End taking place tomorrow at the Hoffman Estate, or in the Hoffman Estates, Illinois, at the Now Arena. So AEW Worlds End, they did announce a pre-show or a 0 hour match so far, and that is going to be taking place before the pay-per-view. If you're not familiar how 0 hour works, it's the Sisters of Sin, Sky Blue, and Julia taking on Maya World and Hyde. So that's a 0 hour match that's been announced. They'll announce more uh, probably tonight or tomorrow, obviously. So you got that going on. There's no way this is as much as I like the new tag team that they got going on. Sisters of Sin are going over. I think that's very easy to say, very easy to predict. I think that's a no-brainer. But what do you got, Maggie?
I agree with you here, but this is something that we talked on the True Hill Heat um, prediction show right before I hopped on here to do our show. If they actually want to do something with the women's division, they need to absolutely sign Maya and Hyen because they've been wonderful on AEW television so far. But I feel like this is an easy win for the Sisters of Sin, and they do need a couple of wins because up until now, all they do is get involved in other people matches and don't actually cause any big impact when it comes to the women's tag division. And I thought that the tag division was where the Sisters of Sin were going to thrive.
Yeah,
um yeah, but let's hopefully predict in the future that this is something that's going to happen.
yeah, no, for sure. Um, but yeah, we got that going on. So yeah, so this is gonna be a weird show. Anyways, I agree with Bryn. I'm thinking Maya and I ain't got their. We'll get their all elite graphic after the match, and deservedly so. Um, Hyan is awesome. I've seen her wrestle a few times here in Minnesota at First Wrestling independent shows.
Really?
Yeah, she's awesome. She's and really nice person too. So very excited for her. And I hope that's the case. I mean, nothing's official, but that's a lot of predictions. So I'm hoping we see that for sure. She
Absolutely.
she she deserves it. She's been a champion for a while, so or she was a champion for a while here at First Wrestling. So looking forward to seeing what's up for her.
I really hope that they do get their all elite graphic after the match, regardless if they lose or not. This is again something that SP3 brought up. Um, I would love for AEW to present new women, new blood when it comes to the tag team division, the women's tag team division, because um, if you're gonna book a tag division, there needs to be teams and or women put over. So this is the way to do that.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'd agree with that. All right.
Yeah, and what did you have for Christmas dinner?
Actually, I didn't get her name. But sorry, no. um, I just made leftovers. No, I just watched football all day,
The
and
fuck, man? Where the hell did my pen go? What? Okay.
uh, anyways, yeah. Sorry, that just kind of like boom. That was like a quick one for me. Um, leftover chili is what
Okay,
I
that's
had.
for name.
So,
Okay.
no, well, no, no, no. I'm kidding. But no, I had chili. Anyways, we move on to our next match. Sorry for that very inappropriate answer. Uh, anyways, I'm proud of that one actually.
I'm really proud of you for that one. That was so good.
Yeah. Let's see here. We go to our next match before I ruin this. World's End, Gabe Kidd taking on Darby Allin. These two are going to beat the hell out of each other, I have a feeling. But I'm going with the Darby guy. No, I'm not. I'm going with Gabe Kidd. I want Gabe Kidd to win because I think Gabe Kidd should win because I like Gabe Kidd. And that's what matters. And my opinion matters to me. And I'm right.
Um, is this what you want, or is this what you think will happen? Because those
This
are
is what I
two
want.
different things.
This is what I want. And this is what I think will happen. And when I say I think it'll happen, that means it probably won't. But that's what I want to happen. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, this is coexisting. Listen, like I said on the True Heel Heat channel, this match was made for me. Personally, I know Tony Khan watches the show.
Yeah, big fan. Yeah, actually, that's what he's
Yeah,
doing now. They wanted him to like finish a show script, like his producers and stuff. Like, hey, we need to know, we need to get this all planned. He goes, guys, I'm sorry, but until 3:30 ish Central, coexisting is what I'm doing. I'm just watching it.
yeah,
So that's what he's doing.
it's
We
really
all know that.
important for the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that's it.
so, TK, sweetie, thank you for the match. But listen, I because like we all know that I adore Gabe Kidd. He's the future for wrestling. Uh, apart from WWE, because he fits nowhere in WWE in my eyes. His entire persona has to be changed in order to go to WWE. And they're landslide right now, so I don't see that happening. Um, and I really, really dislike Darby Allin. So this is a match made in heaven.
Mhm.
I do feel like Darby wins this match, though. I'm gonna be so fucking happy if Darby loses. And I hope Gabe Kidd mops the fucking floor with him. But because it's me and I can have nice things, ergo, the cough that's gonna fucking kill me right before this year ends. Um, I always thought that this was how it was gonna go. So I'm gonna go with Darby, but I'm gonna pray for Gabe Kidd.
Alrighty. Alrighty. So we already have two different predictions. So that's a good start for our show. Doesn't happen often. So we will have to see. I'm going to go ahead and just move on to the Continental Classic semifinals matches because those are going to kick ass. We already know that because you have Okada taking on Takeshita in one of the semifinal matches. And then the other one, which we'll get into obviously, is Kyle Fletcher versus John Moxley. But let's start with the Okada versus Takeshita match. Maggie, I've been wanting this match for so damn long that it's about damn time. That's all I can really say. It's about damn time that we're getting it, and I think it's going to kick all kinds of ass. And I'm going my guy Takeshita because I had Cinnabon last week, and I think that's what's needed in this world is more Cinnabon and more Takeshita. So I'm going with Takeshita.
You sent me a picture of the Cinnabon.
I did.
Yes.
And I'm still convinced you'd like it, but whatever.
I'm gonna hate it. I hate cinnamon.
Yeah, well, not only is cinnamon good, it's You know what? Never mind. I got nothing. So it's just delicious. Cinnamon buns are good. Cinnamon rolls, cinnamon buns. What? It's good shit, pal.
I know cinnamon is actually absolutely wonderful for your pressure, and for your blood sugar also. But I still don't like cinnamon at all.
Whatever. You're wrong. It's okay.
Which that's absolutely fine. More for you.
You and your
Uh,
strawberries and shit. Keep
yeah,
those.
I will.
You keep your
I
healthy
will.
stuff.
Um, I know this is a really, really hard thing to predict because it's Okada and it's Takeshita. But I did predict from the beginning of this tournament that Takeshita was gonna win the C2.
Mm-hmm.
I still think he should. I have a fear that Takeshita and Okada will hold back in this match because it's gonna build up to their second match at Revolution.
AEW Revolution.
Yes. My all year favorite pay-per-view every year.
Really?
Yes, every year Revolution has been my favorite pay-per-view.
Huh.
They set the bar pretty high with the first edition of Revolution, if you
We are the bar.
remember correctly. At Revolution, we saw Pac versus Orange County, or Orange Cassidy.
You really do love that show, don't you?
I love that show.
Yeah.
Pac versus Orange Cassidy, and we got Young Bucks versus Hangman and Kenny.
Shout out to Misha Barton, who's watching the show too. Misha Barton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a crush on her
bitch
for a long time.
That
I had a
bitch
crush on her.
You really shouldn't. Marissa's a bitch.
Probably why I like her.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna pick Takeshita because I have a clear vision for the finals.
Vision.
Yes.
All right.
What do you think?
I got Takeshita as well, and I think Takeshita is going to win the whole effing thing. I think he's going to win it. Winner, chicken dinner. So that means we have a winner chosen in the semifinals. So that means they move on to the finals, and that means they're going to take on one of these two people, Jon Moxley or Kyle Fletcher. Jon Moxley's on a losing streak somewhat, like he's been losing some big matches, and he's going to lose this big match to Kyle Fletcher, setting up a finals between two of Don Callis's family members. So I wonder if your vision matches my vision here, or if do we have double vision here? Let's see. Maggie, what you got?
So I obviously think Moxley's losing this. Because Moxley losing is a part of the storyline, his redemption arc. And him turning practically him turning babyface. I have one question to you though. Do you think because another match was announced last night on Collision that we didn't talk about, that I wish that we could have predicted that match before we got to the C2. It was the Tony Storm and Conglomeration versus versus the Death Riders with Marin Shafir. So because I predict the Death Riders winning this match, because Jon Moxley isn't a part of this match.
Yep.
And that's my vision for this storyline, that Death Riders win all of the matches that John Moxley isn't a part of, and John Moxley just straight out loses all the time. So when they win their match and he loses this match, I kind of feel like they attack him in the ring because Kyle Fletcher leaves the ring and goes backstage, and then they just attack him. So do you think that this happens because neither J News or SP3 thought that this was the right moment, but it was, for me, it's a big stage, so it's kind of the right moment.
I don't see it happening like now. I see it building up a little bit more. And I could be wrong. It could happen sooner than later. I just don't think it'll be this show because I think you made a point that he's not with them in this match, so I think I think they'll have their match. He'll lose. I think he'll have his match before they have their match is what I'm thinking is going to happen. So you can kind of, if that happens, I think you can definitely throw your theory out the window there.
Oh yeah, absolutely, because there needs to be, space between the semifinals and the final.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely correct here.
Yeah. I know if I was to put money on this show, like the match that I just don't see Kyle Fletcher losing to John Moxley, and I think that's the easiest one to pick. So yeah, I mean, and this is a good point. CP makes a good point here. He goes, Moxley actually qualified for the C2 semis, so he is still better than Claudio and Pac. But it's just the way they've been building him that's the way I look at it. So we shall see, and I do think it's a matter of time. I just don't know if it'll be.
Correct.
The
Correct.
night of Worlds End. I could definitely see it being at New Year's Smash for sure. I could see that happening this coming on the next Dynamite on the 31st. I could definitely see that being the case, but I just don't think that's in the cards right now.
Yes, but what a huge victory and what a huge deal would this be for Kyle Fletcher for beating the ex AEW champion.
Yeah.
This will be a huge thing for Kyle Fletcher. And he deserves absolutely the world, by the way, because Fletcher and Takeshita are both the future for AEW.
Yeah. And I think Fletcher is going to be a world champion in 2026. I really do. I think he'll be a world champion. I could totally see him.
Oh, next year? You think he's going to be a champion next year?
I do. Okay. I think we'll see it because I mean, and I think it'll be closer to a year because I think he's actually going to be the person. If he doesn't win it in 2026, I think he'll win it early 2027 because I think he'll be the guy that beats Bill Ospreay after Bill wins it at All Out. Or all in. Yeah.
Bill.
We're cool. We're pals. We're friends. We're amigos.
No.
So.
Never call him Bill.
Bill Ospreay. Yeah.
No.
I love it because it gets you going. Anyways, yeah. So Moxley will lose to Fletcher, and that will give us Fletcher versus Takeshita in what I believe will be the match of the night. And do we want to go ahead and talk about who we think wins, or do we want to save that for a little bit?
We can talk about it here if you want.
Okay. Well, I think Takeshita wins the whole thing. I really do. And I think that his last night in the Don Callis family will also be Saturday night because I think he is moving on to something else. I don't know what's going to happen, but I have a feeling he's going to get I have a feeling he's going to beat Fletcher, and then he's just the whole Callis family is just going to attack him after that. That's just my feeling. I could be completely wrong. I'm just going based on what I think. But there's a part of me, there's a small part of me that thinks we could actually see Callis turn his back on Okada and cost Okada. There's a small part of me that thinks that could happen. What do you think?
Why?
Because I think the reason, because it'd be something that not many people are predicting. I think that's one of them, one of the reasons. And I also think there's more that gives Okada some anger towards Callis and Kenny Omega. Obviously, Kenny Omega hinted lately that he has something he wants to take care of, and I have a feeling that's Okada, or excuse me, I have a feeling that's Don Callis. So I think it's that's where I'm going. I mean, Matt Hooks, he makes a good point. I think it's possible Callis hides a weapon for Okada to use against Takeshita. That I could see it going both ways. I just think the thing that would surprise people is that Callis actually goes with Takeshita. Takeshita was with him longer. So that's just what I think.
See, the whole Don Callis thing with Takeshita and Okada was that Takeshita was the first person that Don Callis picked to be, a part of his family. But Okada was the new toy for him. Mm-hmm. And because there's no outside interference in the Continental Classic, I do think that there's going to be a bunch of shenanigans for Okada versus Takeshita. I do.
And that's true. I should have made a point of that I do know that there's no interference and stuff, but I have a feeling that something's going to happen. So that's why I went with that.
You're absolutely correct. And I do feel like, because I think that you have a wrestling brain that is in WWE mode, because that's what usually WWE will do.
Yeah, that's true.
Go for the shocking thing, no matter how illogical it is.
Yeah.
And
I would agree with that too, by the way. I agree with you 100%.
I totally understand why.
That's something I'm not thrilled about either, but I get it.
Yeah, I understand. And I do feel like Callis will line with Okada, because he's the shiny IWGP World Heavyweight Champion forever, for eons. And he was the biggest thing for that for New Japan, and Callis will forever pick Okada over Takeshita, I feel like, because picking Okada is easier for him, if you know what I mean, because he needs to put in the work for Takeshita because he's the future. But Okada is the past and the now, because he's Okada.
Yeah.
And he doesn't need to do the work for Okada, because he's Okada. And that's why this will be, the thing that breaks the camel's back, for Takeshita.
And the thing is why I think Takeshita wins too is because he is the IWGP champion, and that's what Callis likes. So, that's just where I'm going with it. But
I do feel like they have their second match at Revolution for the IWGP champion versus the international champion, or what?
Yeah.
Because Okada will only have one of the titles, because they're going to be, separate. So that's why I think they're going to hold back in this one. Also because it's...
Well, he's the unified champions, actually, still what they're calling it, I believe. I don't think they're calling it. Or no, they are. That's right. They are calling it. Well, he technically has both titles, so he has the
Yeah,
international
but
and the
like he's
title.
gonna lose the title and at the Continental Classic.
Oh, that's true. If he loses, I
Yeah,
forgot about that. Duh, that makes sense. Okay,
yeah. So
I didn't I didn't think of that. So good point.
yeah, so yeah, we're gonna have a lot of awesome wrestling in the in the near future. By the way, this point was brought up on the True Heel Heat channel before, so I really want to hear what you think about it. Um, do you agree with the placement for the Continental Classic at the end of the year? Because I understood that there were people complaining that it was during December. So what do you think about it?
It doesn't bother me at all. It's one of those things because you have the Owen Hart tournament in late April or May, so like that. It doesn't really. Maybe it's too close, but I don't know. I think it's fine because they start this in late November. They start the tournament, or is it late October? Or sorry, early November, late October when they start the Continental Classic. I can't recall.
November, December. That's
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Well, I knew it goes through December. I just didn't know if they started like the last week of October or what. So, um, yeah, I think it's fine. I do find it kind of weird that they go back to another tournament like in 3 months, or 4 months. But the thing is Tony Khan likes his tournaments that we know of. We just had an AEW Women's Tag Team Title tournament. We got the Continental tournament now, and then we're gonna have again the Owen Hart one taking place, C2 tournament rather. So, and then you have Owen Hart. Okay, so Brent says the C2 tournament usually starts on Thanksgiving Eve. So perfect. Okay, but
So my point is that FP3 said that because of the NBA stuff and the NFL or whatever things that are going on, the people like to follow that, and then wrestling is put on the hold for a bit. But like
yeah,
in my eyes, because December wrestling wise, it's really weird because everyone's waiting for the year to end, everyone's waiting for the Rumble and to get excited for the Rumble. And it's really good to have something to be excited about at the end of the year, wrestling wise. And that's the C2. But on the other hand, this is something that I brought up on the show because WWE do that to AEW all the time. So why not put the C2 at the start of the year just so they can rival the excitement for the Rumble with the excitement for the Continental Classic, and they can spread it out and do the finals for the Continental Classic at Revolution, and make that even an even bigger pay-per-view.
I don't think. So would you be talking about having the tournament start later, or like instead of November?
Yes,
You don't.
certainly.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Because I was gonna say you don't want it to go that long.
No. I'm not. Yeah, absolutely. No. Not spread. You can spread it out. I mean, because uh Revolution is March.
Yes.
Yeah, this year is next year is going to be March. So like they can have more contestants, make it a bigger tournament as a whole.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's um it's it's really important for me to know what you guys think about this, because it's a point that SP3 brought up, and I feel like it's really interesting conversation to be had. Please sound off in the chat what you guys think. If you feel generous, you can always send a super chat about it. But regardless, I want to see what your guys' opinion is.
Yeah. And speaking of super chats, we do have two super chats that I want to read. Ryan Sullivan, our good friend, says, Merry Day After Christmas. Merry Day After Christmas to you too, Ryan. Hope you had a great day. I'm actually surprised that they even have Christmas in Bulgaria.
We
But
do. Christmas came from Bulgaria.
yeah. Yep. So we got that. We have another super chat from our good friend Matthew Hooks. He says, hope you all had a great Christmas. Love you guys. Love you too. And he just made a point here. He goes, I I will say having no pay-per-views for January or February is interesting. I mean, they do have AEW Grand Slam, but that's I don't believe it's
Yes.
going to be a pay-per-view. But I hope one thing I do hope out of everything is that it does air live on HBO Max instead
Mhm.
of being taped like they did last year. So I hope we get that going for us. I hope we got that going for us rather.
Matthew Hooks, the Matthew Hooks, who's sponsoring the Fightful Awards.
I think it's one of them, unless there's two Matthew Hooks.
Yes. Please go and vote for the Fightful Awards, guys, on Fightful Select. But you have to subscribe to Fightful Select to do so.
And Brent says, I think the C2 placement is perfect, keeps wrestling interesting over the holidays, and it's sort of like the playoffs for AEW.
I get it, but because I'm a bartender in Bulgaria. For the past 3 weeks, I've been watching wrestling on 2x speed because I need to sleep.
Mhm.
That's never fun for me because I love wrestling. I love wrestling and I need to pay. I want to be able to pay attention to wrestling because it's the thing I love doing. And because of everything that December is doing to me and my job, I don't have that, in me.
So what you're telling me is that you've been watching wrestling at 2x speed the past 3 weeks. So
Don't do
so
it.
that means
Don't do it. Don't
you're
do it.
doing the ultimate.
No.
Sacrifice! 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 Sacrifice!
You know you ruined my nephew, right? Because I go to my parents for Christmas Eve, and then I see because like at the same moment my sister and her boyfriend and my nephew come in, and then he doesn't say hello to me whatsoever. He just grabs my arms and starts doing the sacrifice thing.
Yes, that's God
You
bless him.
ruined him forever.
I did not. I made him a better person.
You ruined him forever.
That is amazing. I'm glad I had the effect on at least one child in this world.
You rat bastard.
Yeah. So, well, it is what it is, I guess, right? So,
You rat bastard.
well, at least he's not walking around the house doing.
I don't think he's ever seen that, but the moment I show him, because it's a funny noise, he's gonna start doing it. So
Yeah.
let's not.
I'll give it time. We'll get there. So, but that makes me extremely happy. That's like the best Christmas gift somebody could give me, and you just gave that to me. So thank you.
Because I sent I don't know if I mentioned this on the air. I tweeted out when Brock Lesnar fell on the ramp.
Yeah.
Like weeks ago, which is still the best thing ever. I tweeted out that I was gonna be an old lady and still be showing this video to my nephew. So my sister showed my tweet to my nephew, and she showed him, the video of Brock Lesnar falling, and he said, "Let's go."
Awesome.
Yes.
Shout out to your sister. I hope she and her family had a Merry Christmas too. So,
Well,
Daphne,
she was with me, so I don't bet on that.
check out her YouTube channel. Daphne. It was Daphne, or Daphne does.
Daphne tries plants.
Okay, that's it. I'm like no, that's not it. I'm like I was gonna completely butcher it and get it wrong. So I'm glad you knew it.
Daphne tries plants.
There you go.
Please follow my sister. She's really good.
Yeah. So there it is. Boom. Shakalaka. So make sure you try that. Check it out. All right, Maggie. So we moved on from the C2. Let's move on to our next match. Yeah. And that is none other than the Mixed Nuts Mayhem match. Death Riders taking on the Conglomeration and Timeless Tony Storm. You already said that you have the Death Riders winning this, right? So
I'm sorry, I forgot I was muted. So it's the weirdest thing. Because of me working, I still haven't watched Collision. And SP3 said that Mark Briscoe kissed Tony Storm's hand, and that's
Yep.
how everything came to be. And I was like, well, now I don't need to watch Collision, because that's all I need to know. So this is a brand new alliance. After everything that Marina Shafir did to Mina, I'm sure that Tony Storm needed to get revenge
Yep.
and everything. Yes.
That's what I'm guessing.
I'm still picking the Death Riders because I loved everything that they've done with Marina Shafir. They built her like an animal, and I feel like a lot of people are sold on her now because she wasn't anyone's favorite for a long, long time. And her and the Death Riders worked wonders for her. I feel like she's the one person that got over immensely in the Death Riders. I'm so glad that she was a part of that.
Speaking of Death,
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I was just going to bring it up since you were talking about Death Riders. How do you think Daniel Garcia's done for them so far? You think it's been a good thing, or like kind of like not saying it's just like a crash, but I'm just saying it's like it doesn't seem like it's going too well, in my opinion. But things can change.
Well, it hasn't gone that well in my eyes, but this doesn't need to be the end. I mean, the moment they turn on John Moxley, they can continue being the Death Riders and do their own thing. But it's kind of weird because I don't think that Garcia has done good in any sort of faction.
Yeah.
Do you?
No, not really. No, I
not really. If the chat thinks otherwise, please tell us, because Rob and I's memory is really, really sucky.
Well, I mean, he was with. We know he was with with Jericho's group. What was that?
Yeah, what was that was awful. But yeah.
So yeah, in 2.0, I mean, he was great in that, but they never really gave 2.0 much of a chance either.
They really didn't.
Yeah, thank you, Jericho Appreciation Society. I knew it was Jericho something. Yeah.
I don't know. It really sucks for Garcia because it definitely doesn't help that if they're put in a match and they have to lose, either him or Wheeler Yuta takes the pin. But I get it because Claudio and Pac are, Claudio and Pac. And, I know it's not fair for me to say because I'm always going to be biased when it comes to the two of them. And I have been really angry for years now that Pac hasn't received the recognition from AEW that he should have. But right now he's doing really, really good. And I'm really glad for that.
Yeah. Okay. So I agree with you though. Death Riders get the victory here. So we will move on to our next one here. That is the AEW World Tag Team Championship match. It is a Chicago street fight. FTR with your guy Stokely Hathaway taking on, well, Stokely's not wrestling, but FTR taking on the Bang Bang Gangs, Juice Robinson, and is it Colton Gunn? Yeah, I think it is. Boom, boom, boom. Who you got in that one, Maggie?
Oh, I forgot that I was muted. It's Austin Gunn because
Thank
Austin's
you.
Injured.
Yep.
Yes.
I always get them mixed up. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
So, all right. I would have said it doesn't matter. I always get them mixed up. It's just ridiculous that you would think I'd realize that by now. But oh well. Shit happens. Who you got winning?
It's absolutely fine. So This match is going to be a wonderful, wonderful showing for the tag team division. I don't think that there's any way the Guns win this at all. FTR retain, but it's been kind of weird that the tag team division has been the same ever since Brodito lost those championships.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
No. So I think we're pretty much at agreement on this one. FTR gets the victory here.
Yeah, and if this eventually leads to Copeland and Christian returning for those tag team championships, I'm not too psyched for that because I know that this is a type of match that's built for a certain type of fan base. But I would much rather watch, the now of the tag team division or the future of the tag team division. Because we already know that FTR are gonna go down in history as one of, if not the best tag team in wrestling. And they don't need to be put over by Copeland and Christian. And on the other hand, we already know that Copeland and Christian are in the talks of the best tag team. They don't need to win this. You know what I'm saying? It goes back and forth. And again, I know that this type of match is aimed towards a specific audience, i.e., shout out to our friend Jackie, whose current favorite team are FTR, and her, all-time favorite team is Edge and Christian. So this is probably for people like her. We love Jackie here. But yeah, this will probably be the thing that happens after. And what was that?
ESPN sending me some kind of update. I thought I had my phone out. Phone off. But I know you care, so I'll tell you what it is. It's ESPN says Packers quarterback Jordan Love is out of the game on Saturday night due to a concussion. So there, now you'll be able to sleep better.
I hope he's okay.
Oh, I do too. I hope so too. Concussions are no joke.
Yeah.
So
take care.
What's odd is my phone was on silent, so weird.
Oh yeah, so ESPN is above your silent mode.
I guess.
Yeah. I guess. So what do you think about this eventual matchup between FTR and Copeland Christian?
I think the biggest thing, it's a matter of time. I'm sure, and I'm more than anything, I'm surprised it took us like this long for it to be a big title match between the two teams, honestly. And I agree with you 100%. Edge and Christian don't need this victory. They don't. Now, the thing is where we might run into trouble here is if FTR wants to put them over, which I could totally see them wanting to do,
Well, Tony Khan is gonna want for Copeland and Christian to win.
Oh yeah, he's been on the record saying that's one of his favorite tag teams ever, and Christian's one of his favorite wrestlers ever. So I get it if they go that route. I do, and I can understand FTR wanting to do that too because of them being their close friends. I could totally see them do that, but I agree with you though too. They don't need the victory, and them putting over FTR is more beneficial for FTR. So
well, if you think about it, it's not all matches need to be about the future. Not all matches need to be someone putting the other one over or vice versa. Some match just need to be, feel good matches. And because the FTR are the ultimate heels right now, Copeland and Christian are going to be the fan favorites, and the fans just want to see, the heels get their comeuppance. I, however, will forever be rooting for FTR because I don't need Copeland and Christian, being a part. I love them because they're a weird tag team right now.
Yeah.
And I enjoy them because of Christian, because his gimmick is gold.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with Copeland. I know that he's a lot of people's favorite wrestler, not mine, but Christian is doing wonders right now.
Yeah, exactly. He is. So, we both have FTR going for this one. So we will move on to our next match. The AEW Women's Tag Team titles, the Babes of Wrath, Willow Nightingale and our friend Harley Cameron, friend of the show, Harley Cameron. She's been on here once, and that was a cameo. So she wasn't really a guest on this show. So, but one day she will be. That's the goal, right? Anyways, taking on the Babes of Wrath, taking on Mercedes Moné and Athena. Do you think do they take these titles off those two right away?
I don't. I feel like Babes of Wrath continue having their reign with the championships.
They continue with their wrath, is what you're saying.
Wrath. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're
for yes. But I do, however, want to vocalize my annoyance at the fact that Athena's been put in this situation. And this situation is a losing situation. That's what I mean. I don't necessarily think 100% that she's going to be the one taking the pin, but it's a possibility.
Sure. Yeah. I think Mercedes takes the pin here.
Yeah. The thing is, I do feel like that this is a stepping stone towards a future feud for Mercedes versus Athena.
Yeah.
But I do want what's best for Athena. And I don't understand how can she possibly be simultaneously the best and worst booked woman in under TK. I don't understand this. Athena's the best. She should be the one to dethrone Mercedes from the TBS championship thing. By the way, SP3 brought up something really distressful. He mentioned that Mercedes Moné defending the TBS championship versus Harley Cameron at Grand Slam in Australia at the beginning of the year was the last time she defended the TBS championship.
What?
It was the last time she defended her championship in a feud.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that doesn't seem right. But now, okay, now that makes sense.
So this was her last feud, not necessarily a championship, match, but a feud.
Okay.
It was January, Rob.
Yeah, that's quite a while ago. Because
and
my calculator tells me that next month is January, so that would be 1 year. Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Crazy.
So I'm not saying that this match is going to be bad. All participants in the match show us that it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for the women to shine, which they don't necessarily get. It's AEW. I just want the best for the tag team division, for the women tag team division, and I just feel like that this isn't about the tag team championships. It's about them building towards something better in their eyes for the future. being
Sure.
Athena and Mercedes. And I feel like that's kind of unfair. They already did a disservice to the women tag team belts when they started the C2 right in the middle of the women tag tournament, and it totally shifted everyone's attention to the C2.
Yeah.
Yes, Sisters of Sin should be in this match, but like, because Mercedes Moné and Athena, didn't they lose their first match in the tournament?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're the first to get in line, but the Sisters of
I
Sin
believe
are
so.
not.
Anyways, I say yes. I don't know 100%, but I think they did lose their first one.
I feel like they did.
But you know what that means too, though. We can do this.
Yes, we can.
This is a Bryn alert. Bryn alert.
Sweetie, did Athena and Mercedes Moné lose their first match in the women's tag team tournament?
Checking hold, please. we got put on hold.
Yeah. So this every time you call for the Bryn alert, and me asking the clear question afterwards, just so she can listen, and in case she wasn't paying, attention. This feels like Who Wants to Be a Billionaire, and you call a friend, and then you clearly state the question that you need to get answered. Yes. Oh, lost to the Babes of Wrath. This very same match, you say?
Yeah. Kinky.
Okay. Thank you, Bryn. You just proved my point. Jesus.
So who you got winning? Babes of Wrath. That's who I got.
Babes of Wrath retaining here, obviously.
Okay.
But the match is going to be really good. Jay News on the prediction show said that Athena was going to go for her finisher on Harley or Willow, but like their teammate pushes them out the way and she accidentally does her finisher on Mercedes Moné instead.
Yeah.
And this leads to the match between Athena and Mercedes.
At Revolution, you think?
Hopefully, yes.
Okay.
And hopefully Mercedes loses.
Alrighty. So that brings us to the main event for the AEW world title, the world title. Samoa Joe defending his title against Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page, and Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Maggie, I think MJF is leaving Chicago with this title. What do you think?
I think that we missed one match that we need to talk about, and that's Chris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter.
Oh, you're right. We did miss that one.
Yes.
And let's go ahead and just talk about that one, because I think Jamie Hayter's winning this title.
Really?
I do. I have a feeling.
I think Chris Statlander retains here, but Jamie Hayter turns heel after the match.
Well, I think that's why Jamie Hayter's going to win. She's going to turn heel during the match.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's also a possibility. I just don't think that Chris Statlander loses her championship just yet. Just yet.
Okay.
But build your case. Tell me why.
I just think it's probably because of what you said earlier. It's my WWE brain. I just think it's more likely because I also, hell, I don't think we could have two. Ugh, man, this is tough. That'd be the second match I have where somebody, well, that wasn't, they weren't turning heel. They already were a heel, but, yeah, I'm still going with it. I just have a feeling that's what they're going to do.
Well, the audience loves Chris Statlander so much.
They do.
That,
So I like Statlander a lot, but I just have a feeling Hayter is going to win.
Yeah, it's really hard to be a babyface when you face Chris Statlander. It's really tough, especially right now with everything that she's doing. She's doing great. I feel like she retains. I would have no problem with Jamie Hayter winning the championship. It's just I feel like Tekla has next, and I don't think that she can, face a heel when she's a heel herself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. I'm not saying that they won't do it. I don't think that they can make it make sense. I just feel like it's,
No, I understand where you're coming from.
yeah. I would have no problem if Jamie Hader wins. I want to be clear.
Alrighty. So now we move on to the main event. Samoa Joe defending his title against Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Swerve Strickland, and Hangman Adam Page in a 4-way match. As I said, I think MJF leaves Chicago with this title in hand. Maggie, what do you got?
Before I answer your question, I have a question for you. What did you think of the segment that we got on this week's Dynamite between all of the participants in this match? What did you think of the segment?
I thought it was well done. I mean, I liked it. I thought it was interesting how they made MJF look, but I think that's why I went with him winning this match, because of how it ended in that. So I think MJF will do what he needs to do to get the victory here, and I think he will be, like he was last time, a really good champion. And the one thing that we know is if he is a champion, we get to see him work more. So I like that a lot. I do like that. I hope they just repeat what they did last time, because when he was a champion, he wrestled a lot more. So I hope we get that again.
Yeah, okay, because this was the weirdest segment for me, man. I didn't necessarily love it or hate it. The segment itself just felt really, really weird, because MJF just straight out win his match versus Waller. He just, in a minute, under a minute, he won the match. He tapped him out. And then Hangman and Swerve came out from the crowd, and they start cutting promos on MJF, and they obviously had a problem with MJF comparing them to P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, it's a fair problem for you to have, because let's not compare anyone to P. Diddy. Especially if they're not at all. So in the middle of the segment, Samoa Joe sends the Ops Dojo out to beat Swerve and Hangman.
Mm-hmm.
And then they beat up the Ops Dojo.
Yeah.
And then they get in the ring, beat up MJF, and Swerve cuts a promo on MJF while Hangman has MJF in a chokehold with a chain.
With a chain. Yep.
So it was a really, really weird segment, because I know that ever since MJF came back, the way that he carried himself, the way that he cut promos and everything, he didn't make it clear if he was a face or a heel.
Yeah.
He didn't. And what this segment did was to make me feel sympathy for MJF. That's what happened. And it was weird, because Swerve and Hangman are both the company's biggest baby faces.
Yeah. So, no, I agree.
And, Samoa Joe being on the Titantron, I'll see you all. Thank you, Zach. It's National Candy Cane Day. Thank you so much for sharing that. So I don't know. It fell off,
Okay, I can see that.
but it's just the way that it was delivered was flawless because of all of the participants are who they are. But
Yeah.
it just it felt wrong to me on many levels. So what do you think the right decision is here?
I think the right decision to put that title on MJF. As much as I believe, I think he does really good with that title. We've seen just how well he did with that title when he had it before, like when he was feuding with his good friend Adam Cole. You know, I think this is the way they should go. I think it's the way they will go, and yeah, I mean that's I know it's very like simple answer, and I'm not really going out on a limb here, but I just think it's what's good for business or what's best for business. I think I don't get me wrong. I like everybody in this match. I really do, and I could see them go any way they want to. I can see any route this going. I can see Swerve winning. I could see Hangman winning. I could see Joe winning, but I think the most logical thing is MJF winning and keeping up with him, and just running with him as your leader. I think it would make things a little bit more interesting, and we shall see.
Okay. I also feel like they put the title on MJF. But me saying that leads to my second question when we get to this weird ass main event. So they did the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal. Why? What's the deal with MJF still wearing the Dynamite ring?
It's just a special match, you know, like that's all. It's just
no. Every year up until now, they've had MJF in the Battle Royal, and he's won that Battle Royal every year, and he's defended that Dynamite Diamond ring.
Yep.
Why wasn't he nowhere near any of this?
Because I think the world title means more to him.
Yeah, but like, why didn't he sacrifice the ring? Why didn't he get back the ring? Why do we have two rings now? That's my question.
Oh, that I couldn't tell you at all. I don't know.
We now have two rings. What in the end means is that we're probably gonna get Bandito versus MJF for the championship and the unification of the two rings. Winner takes all.
Maybe.
Because you know that MJF wouldn't stand for someone to have the same ring as him in the company.
Yep. I can see that happening too.
Yeah.
So we both have MJF winning here.
Absolutely MJF winning.
All right. Well, Maggie, that is AEW Worlds End. More matches will likely be added, but we will go ahead and move on to the Cooper effect. There we go. The Cooper effect today takes. I'm doing the Cooper effect because Maggie was not feeling the best today, so I will be.
Yeah, I was supposed to do the Cooper effect, but because I'm coughing my lungs out, I cannot. I'd rather not talk for a really long period of time because it fucking hurts my brain. So I would just like to add that this Cooper effect was brought to you by our lovely Bryn.
Yeah, Bryn sent this to Maggie.
I love it. I love it when people send us Cooper effects. I love this. I love it. Keep doing it.
Yes, please do. So I'm pulling it up right now, and I will talk about it here right now. So what's going on here is this is a story about the Fairfield Police Department in Fairfield, Ohio. They found a Yorkshire I said Terrifier almost. A terrier puppy that was found safe after 9 weeks on the lam. More than 2 months ago, this pup was safely recovered, bringing it to what a Christmas, excuse me, I'm having a hard time here. An employee said was a Christmas miracle to an end of a heartbreaking ordeal. So this dog's name is Toto, and it was only 12 weeks old when it was snatched from a pet store in Fairland. Security cameras found footage of a woman putting this puppy into a large bag and fleeing the store while employees chased after her. An employee witnessed the theft firsthand, and he pursued the suspect, but they just weren't able to get it in time. But after some police work, they were able to find the puppy and return it to the store after he was stolen. And the store was just, they felt bad that somebody took this dog. And just one morning, this store opened up on a Thursday morning, and she heard a knock on the door, and 3 Fairfield police officers were standing outside holding the dog. Officers said they found the dog 2 hours earlier in a apartment, and they were just able to track down the owner of the alleged getaway car, and when they were serving a search warrant. So basically, when they were serving the search warrant, a guy opened the door and a little Yorkie came out to the officers, and the officers checked the dog's microchip and confirmed it was Toto, who was 5 months old now. So the puppy was lost back in October, and now that it's Christmas time, it has come back. So yeah, just a good old story of a dog being returned. So as you know, we always love it when pet stories turn out good. And now you guys know why we let Maggie read the Cooper's Effect more than they let me, because there's a reason for it.
Come on, whenever you're the one to be responsible for finding a Cooper effect because you read something, you present it wonderfully, and you always make people in the comments cry.
Yeah.
Every time you do that, come on. Every
Yeah,
time
I know, but
you present a Cooper effect, it's all waterfalls, man.
Yeah, it's just this time it didn't work too well for me. But
I understand, but I put you on the spot because I pretty much said, Rob, can you do this 5 minutes before the show started?
Yeah, and I just saw your note too that you. So there you go. All good. It's all good. I don't think I.
You did great, thank you. Let's read Soupy chat.
Soupy chat. So
yeah,
Soupy,
we have a Soupy chat.
Soupy says the build-up was a bit weird, but I have no idea who wins this main event because it could make sense for any to win. And that's exactly it. He hits it right on the head. I could see this going any which way, too. I could see Samoa Joe retaining. I could see them going back to Hangman. I could see Swerve doing it. Swerve, when he was a champion, he was pure fire. So in MJF, I could see it too, because when he held the title, it was good business. And Soupy, I'm glad to hear you're doing better too, by the way, buddy.
Yes. I hope all of you had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. But listen, I know good things always come to an end at some point, but I need to bring up Austin Theory.
Okay. One thing before you do that, I do want to bring this up. Fightful Select just had a report that dropped a few minutes ago about this guy. His name is Danhausen. And
subscribe to Fightful Select to learn some more.
Yeah. So make sure you do that. So little report on what's going on with him. So, but seems like there's some interest in him from another company outside of AEW. Well, they obviously don't have interest in him anymore, but there's your little hint towards the story. But yeah, check it out.
Drop in your $5.99 for wrestling news, please.
Yeah.
You also get to vote on the Fightful Awards, which is the best time of the year because fuck Christmas. I get to say that one last time.
Yep.
One last time.
Hello, Ricardo. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
Hello, sweetie. Hello, sweetie.
Clown
I hope you
says-
had a wonderful Christmas.
Going back to the Cooper
Cooper
effect, Clown says that thief is dumb. Multiple times a year, shelter runs promotion where dogs are like $10, sometimes even free. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, this was a store, but still, it's just one of those things.
yeah,
where,
this was a store, yeah, because like, sometimes it's not about the amount of money that you're saving when you steal something. Sometimes it's about the theft itself because you're that person. Never
right.
be that person, by the way. Just
no.
never.
And we will let you go ahead and talk about your GOAT, Austin Theory.
Stop saying that every time. By the way, you're not the only one that does that. My boss also does that. Every time that there's a problematic customer in the bar,
Your guy.
they say your guy, and I'm like, why is everyone doing that?
It's just a thing. Like carried on. So
Yeah.
it's a way to pass blame.
Sure. Okay. So Austin Theory revealed that he was the masked man all along, who helped Division win the War Games match. So it was no one was surprised because all of us know that it was remove that comment right now. Right now, remove it.
I did.
Yeah, so we all knew it was Austin Theory, and that's why his reveal wasn't as exciting as people thought that it was gonna be. Also, I don't know if people to begin with were as excited for Austin Theory as they hoped they would be. So this past week on Raw, it was a taped Raw, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
And
we had
SmackDown
and
tonight's tape too.
tape too. Like last week's SmackDown that you were so excited about at the end of our show.
Mm.
Okay, so we saw CM Punk teaming with Rey Mysterio to take on Bronson Reed and Austin Theory. So throughout the episode of Raw, we saw Theory go back and forth with Reed and Paul Heyman. At the end of the day, Theory curb stomps Ray on the. I don't know what I said to turn on Theory, but this was weird. Okay, so Austin Theory stomped. It was Theory. Okay, so Austin Theory turns on my Theory on my phone. This is the weirdest thing. So Austin stomped Rey Mysterio on the ring apron. Then he pinned him. And at the end of the match, Bronson Reed speared CM Punk's soul out of his body. So I don't know about you, but I'm really, really excited for Braun Breaker versus CM Punk at the first Raw on Netflix. That's where they're doing it, right?
Yes. Yes. Yep.
I'm extremely, extremely excited about that. But the question I have for you is, do you think Austin Theory is sent in to invade the Vision by Seth Rollins?
I sure as hell hope so.
Okay. Because I kind of
sure
feel
as
like
hell
this
hope
is
so.
yes, this is the only way Austin Theory can be interesting to the audience. Because I feel like they're setting him up for disaster every fucking time. When he was a part of The Way with Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae, people loved him because he was the dumb jock.
Yeah.
And
no,
that's it.
yeah. So my thing about this is, if they do go this route, I hope they explain why he did what he did at Survivor Series, because he wanted to get close. That's what I'm hoping they explain, if that's the route they go. But we shall see.
They would have wanted him to infiltrate the Vision, just so it can be so much more satisfying when it implodes from the inside. So he can plant seeds. He can turn everyone against the other person.
Yeah.
He can
And that's
he
why
can do everything. Yeah.
And that's why I think it would be great for him to cost Braun the title. I would think it would be great.
Well, not directly.
Well, I mean, not right. Yeah, that's true. Not right away, but I do like I do like where you're going with this, though. So I'm kind of curious to see if that'd be a good route for them to go.
Yeah, it's like exactly like Bryn said. It's the only way to save this, because even if their main idea wasn't this needs to be the way that they go with now, because he revealed himself to no fanfare. Like, there was zero noise in that audience.
Well, the other problem is they waited a week too late. They should have done it the next night or the next Raw. Like, there was no freaking need to just let it continue on. They should have brought it out right there, or
at Survivor Series.
Yeah, one of the two. It's just, one of those things.
I don't know. It's like we mentioned before, when we talked about the C2 and AEW, it's just the weird time in WWE where it feels like nothing matters right now, because we're all waiting for the Rumble. And I don't know how people's opinions are going to vary on this very subject, but the Rumble is in Saudi next year. So I don't know if people are going to allow themselves to get as excited as they want to be for a Rumble because of the location it is.
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion when it comes to this type of matter, but I do feel like everyone's entitled to feel however they want to feel when it comes to this sort of thing. But it's still gonna be the Rumble, and I hope they put as much effort into it as they would any year. So I guess we shall see where they go with this, but I just hope that they put in effort, they put in thought when it comes to division and the theory storyline. They just, let's be creative. And I know that this is a storyline that Paul Heyman is a part of it.
Yeah.
And I know that he can have input in that as well. I'm not saying that he has final say, but he can give ideas because he's a creative guy. He's been in the business for a long ass time. So I have a lot of faith because it's something that Paul Heyman is a part of.
Sure.
But I'm still gonna wait and see how it goes, because again, it's Austin Theory, and they've always dropped the ball with him.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they can recover it this time. But Maggie, real quick, SmackDown preview tonight. You have Ilya Dragunov with the Open Challenge. You're going to have Joe Hendry versus The Miz. Andrew McIntyre returns. So, knowing that, I will have you plug your shit.
Wow, I'm so excited about SmackDown now. Thank you, Rob, so much. Guys, thank you so much for joining us throughout this incredibly incredibly hard episode of Coexisting that I had to go through because I'm fighting the urge to cough any second that I talk. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I'm so sorry if I was not at my best. Thank you so much. You can follow me on Twix, X, Twitter, or whatever at Maggie_IK and on Instagram at Maggie.IK. Thank you so much, so much for joining us. Thank you for being here throughout this tough year for Rob and I. Next week, because I do hope that I feel better next week. Rob and I will bring up our favorite moments in wrestling, favorite matches, and everything, because it will be the next year. We usually do this at the final episode for the year, but again, I am not feeling my best at all. So thank you so much for joining us. Please prepare your favorite matches and please share them in the chat for next week and everything. On your way out, please leave a like on the video. It is the easiest way in which you can support us. Don't forget to subscribe to Fightful Select just so you can read the update for Danhausen that Sean just posted, and you can vote on the Fightful Awards that are the best thing ever. And please, after you're done watching the show, please leave a comment below because it helps a lot with the awful algorithm that hates us a bunch. Thank you so much for the one final time for 2025. Rob?
Yeah, I got some jokes for you, Maggie. So
Thank you.
Yeah, on Christmas Eve, we decided to turn on the virtual Netflix fireplace on, and it didn't work because I forgot to log in.
Oh, Rob.
Yeah. Why was the baby strawberry crying?
Because I ate its mother and father?
Kinda. It was parents were in a jam.
Oh, damn it.
And what kind of pasta do turtles eat?
What?
Turtellini.
That will make them cannibals, Robert.
Hey, it is what it is.
Cannibals?
I got nothing. I just read the jokes. I'm just
I
here to look
know,
pretty and read the
sweetie.
jokes. So, guys, follow me at Rob Wilkins on X. I'm also on Instagram at Fightful Rob and Threads at Fightful Rob. Want to say thank you for tuning in, and we hope you guys had a great Christmas, and we hope you have a happy New Year, and we look forward to seeing you next week. And unfortunate, really, really sad news here. Tonight is the final 2-hour SmackDown. Ooh.
Rest in peace to the only way that SmackDown can be enjoyable. I'm so glad about people that enjoy watching a 3-hour SmackDown because that's what they're gonna get. I hate this for me because I hope that this means that the women get more time, but it didn't mean that the last time. So
No.
Rest in peace to a 2-hour SmackDown. Oh man, why?
Hope you come back. I hope you come back sooner than later. So
yes,
there you go.
Hope we get to see you sooner. 2-hour SmackDown, please come back. We love you. We didn't appreciate you as much as we should have.
Yeah. All right, guys. We will talk to you later. Have a great day, great weekend, and if you watch AEW Worlds End, hope you enjoy it. Make sure you check in.
Have a really, really wonderful, happy New Year.
Yes.
Please don't get too drunk. Use a condom.
Yeah.
And go to bed.
Remember what I said last year. The pull out method works.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
It really
Peace
doesn't.
out. Yeah. Each their own, right? Peace out, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. You can listen to many of our previous episodes on your favorite podcast platform or view them at youtube.com/FightfulOverbooked.